What's going on, guys? I'm sitting in a call with my friends Ryan and Tibbs, and we all know why you clicked this video. You want some information on the PlayStation 4, the PS4, which is releasing this winter, and we're going to jump right into that. But first and foremost, you're seeing some Madden 13 Ultimate Team on your screen right now. Just something to have, in the video, just talking over. So if you're not really a fan of that, you can just minimize it and just listen to what we have to say because Sony delivered a lot in their E3 press conference. So we're just going to jump right on into it. First of all, they announced a bunch of different video and music apps. We're not really going to get into all that. We're going to get straight into the juicy stuff, starting with some exclusive games that they unveiled. The first was The Order 1886, which is being developed by Radiant Dawn and Santa Monica Studios, which is the company that brought you God of War. Looks like an amazing game, and the graphics are just unreal. Of course, you guys know about Drive Club, Infamous Second Son, a brand new game called The Dark Sorcerer. That game just looks unreal. They're going to do a demo here in a couple of days, and that gameplay was just ridiculous that we've seen. It looks like a very, very interesting story, and I really just can't wait to play that. I'll probably end up getting that game at some point. Final Fantasy fans, they announced Final Fantasy 15, and a bunch of people from the PS2 days are going to be ecstatic to hear of the release of Kingdom Hearts 3. They're developing the game right now, so it's probably going to be out 2014, so definitely look out for that. They've got Watch Dogs, of course, which is probably going to be a very big seller for the PS4. Probably a lot of people getting the system just to play this on release. Mad Max, The Elder Scrolls Online, and by far one of the greatest visual-wise games I have ever seen in Destiny. These are just some of the games that they've mentioned, and I don't even know what to say about them. So they're all going to be pretty much amazing, and that's just some of the games I wanted to run you guys down on. Now we're going to talk about some of the features real quick. First of all, we have Cloud, which is a streamed PS3 game. It plays PS3 games and PS Vita games. It's going to be released in 2014. It's not going to be available at launch. So I'm going to go ahead and let Ryan talk about PS3 Cloud for just a second.
Okay, PS3 Cloud. You do have your PS3 still, most likely, if you're getting a PS4. Some people may go ahead and just trade it in, get whatever they can for it, and get the PS4. If you do that, and you still want to play your PS3 games, I do think Cloud is going to be an excellent thing for you. I personally probably won't use it because I will have a PS4 and I don't want to play PS3 anymore. But there is a lot of people that want to play their old games or something that maybe not be on PS4, and that will be your ticket to go back and play them if you got rid of your PS3. Now, that's personally what I would do. I don't know about Tibbs. Tibbs has a lot of PS3 games that he plays and a lot of things that he bought from the PSN store, so we need to see what he thinks about that because personally, I'm not going to use it. Will you use it, Tibbs?
Oh, definitely. Right now I have PSN Plus, which is a good thing for me and other subscribers that are subscribed right now to PSN Plus. If you have a PSN Plus, you will be able to carry over your account to the PS4. So if you have games with the PS3 right now, there might be an option to download the games on PS4, like PS1 games that you have already downloaded. Hopefully, if it's compatible with PS3 games, if you have PS2, sometimes it's awesome right now because if you go to PSN Plus right now, you don't have to worry about any problems transferring over any account information. Just get it now, and then next thing you know, if you have a PS3 right now, you could get free games right now, like 10 games right now. For like they have Infamous 2, they have Little Big Planet 2. So if you're able to playing those games, just get the subscription right now. But definitely PSN Plus is going to be a good thing in the near future. It's already a good thing now. So if you plan on getting a subscription, get it now.
That's right, guys. And to add on to what Tibbs said, they did say that full games will be added each and every month for every person that is subscribed to PlayStation Plus. So there's one more reason to get this for only $5 a month. I don't know what else you could possibly ask for. But now we're going to move into something that a lot of PlayStation people have wanted for a very long time. the PlayStation 4 is going to support party chat. So I'm excited about that because I'm always playing a game. You know, you want to talk to your friends. They're jumping in something else. You're not really playing the same thing. So you can just get together with them and just talk about whatever games you're playing anytime. Ryan, what do you think about that?
Oh, it's something that PlayStation people have been wanting for so long, and Xbox people have been taunting us constantly. We have party chat. We could talk to people playing Call of Duty while we're on Madden. You guys can't do that. You have to use Skype. Well, this is making me feel like Skype might be out of our lives now in terms of when we play games, because we don't need it. We don't need to sit there and say, well, I'm on this game, you're on that game, we can't talk, let's get on Skype, let's do this, let's do that. Now we can talk to each other while on our different games, and that is just amazing. I don't know the full details on what party chat was actually like on Xbox and how it is now. I would have to ask Nick something like that. Maybe Tibbs knows, but I mean, it's an awesome feature that we've been waiting for so long, and I can't wait to see how it works exactly. And maybe Tibbs knows a little bit more about party chat because I don't.
Party chat. If anybody that first owned the PS3 when it first came out, me and my friends, well, I'm not sure if I remember talking to Ryan about this, but every time an update was used to come up, we were so like hyped. Oh my god, party chat, and it would never come. Eventually, I just quit on the notion that it will come out. But thank God that the PS4 is finally gonna support this right now, because it's very crucial, because they pretty much don't want to hear other people in their chat. so just having a core inner circle of gamers, which are friends, to party chat is awesome. But the whole fact that this is finally up, Xbox people can pretty much shut up right now about the whole thing. But in all, the online community is going to be very, very more concentrated.
Alright guys, we're just now getting into the juiciest parts of this E3 press conference from Sony. And in my personal opinion, this was the death blow to Microsoft. Here it is, guys. PlayStation 4 announced non-restricted used game access. You do not need to be online to play. You do not have to check in online at all to keep playing your games. And they even said this, I'm quoting PlayStation like they said, PS4 games won't stop working if you haven't authenticated in 24 hours. So this right here, in my personal opinion, it made all the Microsoft guys, I mean, the forums were exploding. They're all jumping over to Sony. There's going to be so many people getting a PlayStation 4 just because of this feature right here. What do you think about that?
This feature is just phenomenal. Everyone was so pissed off about it when Xbox says they wouldn't be able to play used games. GameStop was getting really, really nervous. I'm pretty sure Sony just saved GameStop. They're so happy right now, and I'm happy for them. And I'm happy to be a PS3 slash Sony slash PS4, PS2, PS1 guy, because if I want to go to GameStop and get a game that's already out, I don't want to have to spend the insane $60. I mean, for some games it's worth it. If there's a game that's been out for a while and people are talking about it, you're seeing gameplays on YouTube from our YouTube commentators that we see, we can go ahead and go over there, find a used copy, and just be happy, because we don't have to worry that we're going to put it in and we're going to need an online pass, or we're not going to have the downloadable content thing here and there. I mean, I'm sure there's still going to be downloadable content on games, like a little code or something, but just the ability to know for sure you can go there, get your game, bring it home, and it'll work. I can lend a game to a friend. They could play it. That's all I care about. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Microsoft, but that was a big one. What do you think about that?
It's funny. When the PS3 first came out, if everybody remembered, there was a bunch of rumors, even for the PS4 when it was first being released, that PS3 and PS4 wasn't gonna support used games, and a bunch of Microsoft fanboys were saying, "Oh, see, you won't be able to use used games, blah blah blah." But it's funny how Microsoft are the ones that is restricting used games and not Sony. Um, this right here is the core of gaming. If you want your friends to use your game, let them use it. do not restrict them from using used games. That is beyond stupid. That is not smart, and the marketing. I understand that Microsoft wants to stop the whole pirating because the Xbox 360 was hacked a lot. So in a way, I see why Xbox um, restricted the used games, but it comes to with a very, very big blow. Restricting your community from sharing, and hopefully, like, hey, like, if I'm gonna let somebody use, I don't know, what's the Xbox name, Gears of War. If I want to lend it to my friend, he has to pay full price in order to play it.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I mean, if I want him to be intrigued to play, I need him to go to my house and stay in my house. No, I want him to be comfortable in his house. So, and it's very stupid and what Xbox did. But yeah, Sony just kicked ass.
And not to mention the have to be online thing. What about people who don't have the internet? What if people just want to?
Exactly.
What if people just want to buy a console? They don't use the internet. They just want to have fun on games. Are they not able to play Xbox?
Apparently not.
Yeah,
And
just
and what happens if there's an internet problem in your house?
exactly.
You
I
can't
just want to
connect
say
to
to
the internet.
I just want to say to those people that don't have internet, Sony, PlayStation 4, go London.
That's right, guys. You just heard it right there. And I can't sum it up any better way than what those guys just said than this right here. If I go to the store and I buy a game, I own all the rights to it pretty much. I just paid that much money to have that game. It's mine now. If I want to take it to a friend's house and let them play it and leave it there for a few days, I can do that. You know, I was very excited to hear about the used game access. They're not putting any kind of restriction on this. This is a very big positive to GameStop, like they mentioned. And I really feel like it's going to save them, where Xbox was just pretty much dragging them under, going to probably shut them down. I mean, it was good. It was not looking good for GameStop when they first announced that they cannot play used games on Xbox One. So that's pretty much all I'm going to talk about on the used game feature. A very, very big blow to the Xbox community. But now we're going to move to the last and final thing in this video, which is the launch price. Of course, you guys know the Xbox One is launching at $499. They both come out this winter, and if the used game feature was not a death blow to Microsoft, this one surely was. This winter, you guys can go to any retailer that is carrying the PlayStation 4, and you can purchase one for $399. There you go, guys. How do you feel about that?
I mean, I really don't have a comment other than thank you to Sony for this, because if you guys go back to the PS3 launch, $600 was it?
Mm-hmm.
The 20 gigabyte was 400 and no, yeah, wait. It was 500 for the 20 gigabyte and 60 gigabytes
Yes.
for 600.
And I mean, no person wants to use a 20 gigabyte, whatever you just said, console. I obviously went with the 60, and it was so much money, and it's just like, this better be the greatest system of all time. Well, now Sony decides to drop it $100 in comparison to the Xbox One, and if that's not the selling point right there for you, everything else we just mentioned, I don't know. I will send this off to Tibbs, and he has something pretty funny to tell you guys. Pretty epic for all of us. So go ahead and let's wrap this up.
This price right here is awesome, just for the fact that everybody remembers when the PS3 first came out. The price for the PS2 was $150. Right now, current price for PS3, it ranges, of course, for the gigabytes and the hard drive. But the lowest one, I believe, is $250. So if you spend $150 more, you will get a PS4. That's
Exactly.
that is so cheap right there. That's a big difference between $150, which was the PS2, and $600 for the PS3.
Yes.
So that right there, if you just pay $150 more, you will get a next gen console. That is awesome. Xbox was dealt a blow again because they're selling their system for $500. Maybe it's because they finally added the whole Blu-ray system into the system. Which was the reason why PS3 was $600 at that time. But it's funny. Ever since I heard the price, I'm like, hey, what should I do? So, in a Skype chat, Ryan posted up a link of the PS4, and guess what I did? I pre-ordered it. So yes, on launch, I will have the PS4 in my possession, and since I have the PSN Plus, I will already have free games in my library
Yes.
Day one.
I am
for
pre-ordering it.
free.
I am pre-ordering it tomorrow. I'm not looking back. I don't know what Lennon's going to do. We really appreciate you guys sticking with us throughout this entire video. I know it was a long one, but I'm going to let Lennon wrap it up. And hopefully you guys decide to do the right thing and buy the PlayStation, because right now it is looking phenomenal.
That's right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. You've heard it here. I'm sure you've heard it elsewhere before you've come to this video. But, maybe someone that does not know all this information has now been informed. With all the exclusive games, the different services they have to offer with the cloud, party chat, non-restricted use game access, PlayStation Plus, $400 for launch. And, this is just going to be absolutely phenomenal. You do not have to be connected online to play games. And if you play Xbox, I'm not saying that Xbox is a bad system, but I'm rolling with PlayStation 4. I don't know about you guys. Please leave it in the comments below. I really want to know if you're a PlayStation fanboy, if you're an Xbox fanboy, or if you're just tossing all of that out the window and you just really want to play video games, which is what it's all about in the first place. Let us know in the comments below. Are you going to be getting an Xbox One? Are you going to be getting a PS4? And why will you be doing that? And what is the greatest feature for each system or the one that you're going to buy? So thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll see you later. Peace out.